Yo, this is New Jack, the original gangster, and right now you're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com. Believe it. If you don't, I'll stab your ass.
All right, we are back, and we are joined by the one and only, the original gangster himself, New Jack. Welcome back to In Your Head.
What's up, man? I'm a little worried right now. I need y'all to just please don't let me go down by myself, bro. I'm worried.
New Jack surrounded by some screaming white people.
You saw that, man. I swear to God, you heard it, dude. I'm like, damn. It's like it's scary, bro. And now, hey, bro, how you doing? Now there's a dude in the goddamn wheelchair trying to move the goddamn chairs out of the way so he can have a table. What the fuck? Whatever. Go ahead, man.
Man, we need this to be a webcam show, I think. But
you know what? I think I'm gonna do that next, man. Because right now I'm just getting settled in this little spot I just got. But I'm gonna hook my webcam back up and all kind of shit, man. And I might be doing like In Your Head interview like butt ass naked just for no reason.
I am right now, but it's not a webcam.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm be outside at a bar, butt ass naked with the camera just holding up for no reason. But I got one of them fucking. Let me tell you something, man. Whoever invented the G1 phone, I'd like to meet that motherfucker just to walk up to him and smack the shit out of him. Because, dude, I didn't think I was a real motherfucking man until I got a fucking G1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pay attention, dude, but there's a dude in front of me that's half paralyzed in a wheelchair. He is rubbing on this girl, and she is oh so fine, and he is rubbing on her fucking shoulder and her titties. And, like, what is he gonna do? I'm sorry, but my bad.
Nobody's gonna tell him to stop.
Oh my God, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit all about? I'm going back to the hood. Fuck this shit. I want my house half painted, the carpet dirty, and roaches before I move in.
Maybe if you go over there with a limp, she'll let you have a feel turn.
I can't do it, baby. I cannot do it, baby. I start talking like Dusty Rhodes up in this bitch, baby. I cannot do it, baby. Hey, man, have you seen that thing I've been doing on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. You've been calling out, who's this guy you've been calling out? I think you made him more famous.
Oh, no. The dude, okay, the original dude was this character. Like, okay, remember when we did that showdown in Jacksonville, and the dude came out, and he didn't know the reference was fake. He was beating on me for real.
Right.
And I ended up like him not knowing I had a knife in my pocket, and I took it out and started stabbing him real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the promoter that set that shit up, his name is C.B. King, right? Now, C.B. is a very interesting character. And I say character like in capital letters, like character. He's an interesting fucking character. He's known for doing like a bunch of like little nasty shit to like a bunch of little young white kids, little boys and shit. And one of the kids that was staying with him happened to get away from him and was about ready to turn his ass in. And he started to tell me about all this nasty shit that C.B. King had been doing to him, like for real, legit shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the police called the guy, the little boy, and they said unless he came in and just talked to us, physically ain't nothing we can do about it unless somebody else comes forward. Well, it wasn't up to me, to say, what should happen to this nigga and what shouldn't, but, I had my own opinion about it. So the only way that I could get next to him to fuck with him is to create this character of my own called C.B. King. Now, his whole deal is he tries to talk. Now, okay, picture a younger Thunderbolt Patterson. Because he kind of raised Thunderbolt Patterson with a ponytail. But he tries to talk. Oh, God, they about to kiss. They did. My fuck. What the fuck? Anyway. But he tried to talk like Dusty Rhodes. And he even tried to talk one time like Dusty Rhodes to Dusty Rhodes. I was at a show, he came, he said, Dream, this is C.B. King, baby. He said, and New Jack is my nephew, and I came to see him perform tonight, if you will. And Dusty said, and what way are y'all related? My way who? And he couldn't name anybody, that's what I thought. He said, now you can go over there and buy a ticket like everybody else. And Dusty came in the back, he said, New Jack, you got an uncle named C.B. King? I said, hell no. He said, well, how about, he was out there, and I know Dusty well enough, Dusty, in his mind, he probably saying, how about that nigga just came up to me and was trying to talk like me? But he didn't say that. He said, how about he tried to come to me and talk like me, to me? And dude, it was like the dumbest shit. So the only way that I could figure to get him was just to make fun of him.
Uh-huh.
So I created this character, and actually what I'm doing is putting him over, but it's not putting him over. It's like I'm him, but I'm like the biggest bitch, stupid, fag, pussy motherfucker, ain't shit promoter and no pedophile in the world. But then I go back and say, hey, New Jack, you ain't shit, baby. And if I ever see you walking down the street, baby, I'm going to whoop your ass with my fisty glove. I'm going to take my fisty glove off and slap it across the head. So I'm fucking with me and fucking with him at the same time. And everybody knows that it's him, right? So I'm like, okay, what's he going to do? Call the Jacksonville Police Department and tell them, hey, there's this guy that keeps fucking with me, and he's fucking with my character. They'll be like, oh, are you the same motherfucker that we investigating right now for fucking little white boys in the butt? Well, let us weigh the difference on this. I think we'd rather let him fuck with you until we can fuck you. I'm like, what the shit? Shut the nigga shot. You know, so, and it's just been like, you know, trying to get some of the dumbest shit. And then one of his former guys, who's a referee dude, turned gangster. He started, you know, telling people that, you know, I copied my shit off of him. This and that. You know, and it became, well, I mean, I hadn't wrestled in like a minute, you know what I'm saying? But it became like a real personal deal because I knew this motherfucker because he used to drive me around. And it became personal because he was like one of my fucking gophers, you know what I'm saying? Right. And all of a sudden, he's going to telling people that I stole my shit from him. I said, bitch, when I was wrestling, you was standing at ringside with a fucking halter top on and some Daisy Dukes rubbing oil on your chest. Talking about Gold New Jack, and that's what dude was talking about. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck? This nigga's drunk. So it became like something like really personal, right? And I'm just like, okay, you know what? As beat up and battered as my body is, I will fucking shoot up with some Novocaine and do a couple of lines of cocaine and beat that nigga unconscious. I'm like, it ain't even a match. It's just like, hey, let's see who can kill each other first. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean, dude, this is like some stupid shit, man. So, you know, I went on, you know, I let him alone. I mean, we supposed to do this show, fucking, it ain't even a show. It's like it's going to be an aggravated assault charge, in August, right? In August. And, I mean, dude, I'm saying how bad it is. I went and got an attorney and a bondsman. I swear to God, I did. I called that little town and got an attorney and a bondsman. They were like, well, is something about to happen? I said, yeah. I said, no, I said, they just, well, what? And I explained to them, like, what the fuck is that? Just don't show up. I'm like, no, I'm going to show up. I'm saying my only way that I'm going to justify the shit is like I've done all them other times. Hey, Your Honor, it happened in the ring. Well, he's right. It was a hardcore match. I've seen it on YouTube. Dismissed. Thank you, nigga. You know, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Come on, man. It's like, God, you know. So I'm just like, dude, if you show up, you do. If you don't, I'll just be out there getting drunk that night. But if you do show up, I'm going to be drunk and high. As soon as I see all you're going to see is black meat become pink and red. Slice and dice, motherfucker. I'm like, you know, one of my boys called me Mr. Jack. Can I borrow your boots? I said, yeah, you can borrow me. He said, well, you're going to need them back on 22nd. I said, I said, I'm wearing sneakers and a pair of jeans and a T-shirt. I said, it's a fight. This ain't no fucking wrestling match. I said, I'm going down there to get in trouble. Fuck wrestling. I said, ain't going to be no music. It's going to be behind in the parking lot. There you go. Yeah, on. I'm like, fuck.
Nope.
That's what's up, man.
That's a CB Kane, right?
No, that's not CB Kane. That's like one of his
oh, okay.
babies. One of his babies that then grew up to be a paper man. You know, so I just said, fuck it, man. Just say, man, it is what it is. Fuck it.
Well, we got to bring this up because recently Rob Van Dam, RVD, he did an interview with WrestleZone.com, and I guess just out of the blue he started talking about you. Like, how did you hear about this?
Dude, you know what? Somebody emailed me, MySpace me, whatever, about this shit with Rob, right? And that's the Jack, did you see this? I'm like, what the fuck? So I listened to it. And at first I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But then he started like, really like digging into me then, Jack Kane Russell, and I never respected him as a man and as a wrestler and whatever. And I looked at it when it stopped playing, and I just laughed for a minute, right? Because I said, you never respected me. But then they brought up the Eric Kulak thing, too. Now, please, I'm not really, good in math, and I think I got enough fingers to add this up. This shit with Eric happened in 95 or 96, right?
Right.
Give or take a month or two. Now, I shared a locker room with all these guys up until I left in 2000. Nobody said anything to me, to my face, or by way of phone, email, or whatever, that worked directly in the locker room with me about that shit, besides Paulie and me, having to go to court. None of these guys said shit to me. But now they wait Rob waits some 13 years later to address something that he could have said something to me about over a decade ago. Which he apparently didn't like what happened because, he was uncomfortable being in the locker room because I said I hope he bleeds to fucking death. And to be honest, I did say it. And I also told Paulie, I said, people will be talking about this match or whatever the fuck this is about to be in 20 years. Well, we're close.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason being is because of the way that Eric came to me and wanted for us to put his character over more in that fucking match than he should have. Now, I ain't got to explain a goddamn thing to nobody. But I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to say that. And then you can take this wherever the fuck you want to take it. Okay? As far as Rob not respecting me as a wrestler or a person, okay, I hadn't seen Rob since whenever I left and he left. And the only contact that I may have passed him once, twice in the airport, hey, what's up? The only other contact that I've tried to make with him was when I heard that his wife had fell ill. And I went on MySpace, and I didn't know which Rob Van Dam site was his, and I really didn't give a fuck. But, the first one I saw, I just clicked on it and was able to send him a message. I'm like, yo, this New Jack, I heard your wife fell ill, I hope all is well, my prayers are with you, God will take care of it, whatever. Then I was done.
Mm-hmm.
I had nothing else to say. I never had anything, I was brought up, like this. They said, if you ain't got nothing good to say about somebody, don't say shit about them. But that didn't always apply to me. But most people that I really didn't give a fuck about, I just wouldn't say nothing about them. Just, and he was one of those I didn't give a fuck about. So, if I talk about him for what? I mean, we was in the ring with each other maybe two or three times maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So it was some real, I don't even remember. So that's how important it was to me. Okay. But for the record, for him to go and say, New Jack probably don't even know how to do a headlock. Okay. Now, that's that thing where you reach up and break the guy's arm, the hold on his arm and pull his head into your chest and wrap your left arm around his fucking head and pull him into you. Outside leg goes up, inside leg goes back, and then you sit there and you call the squat. That's a headlock, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a headlock, right? Okay. Now, I don't know this guy, Kurt Angle. I don't know him. Okay? I know Dan Severn. Those guys are wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
They legitimately know how to wrestle. Rob know about as much about wrestling as I do. Take that for what it's worth. If I can't motherfucking wrestle, then he can't, because that fucking rehearsed ass bullshit that they was doing, and we was in the locker room calling spots and telling what the fucking finish is, that ain't wrestling. That's scripted motherfucking entertainment. that ain't fucking wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So because you can go out there and do splits and monkey flips and karate chops and go to the gym and do a split, that ain't fucking wrestling either.
Mm-hmm.
So now, your personal opinion about me is this. Now, understand this, okay? And try to follow me on this, because I'm going to say this in a language and I think is universal. I think it is. So try to follow me if you can.
All right.
How you feel about me personally, because see, we was all put in this business for one reason, to make money.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's almost like going to a music store. You walk in there and you got country western, you got rap, you got fucking R&B, you got jazz, you got pop, whatever. So you got your selection. There's like a 3-ring circle. There's so much shit involved in there where you can go in there and pick anything you want to pick to listen to. When you came to ECW, whatever it is you wanted to see, you saw it. And there was New Jack fans, there was Dudley fans, there was RVD Sabu fans, Sandman fans, Lance Storm fans, fucking Dawn Marie fans. There was a selection of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But understand something. Every goddamn match in that motherfucking building was goddamn either rehearsed in the ring or went over verbally in the locker room. And we was all there to make money. Your personal opinion about me, it didn't mean dick. So here's my universal shit to any motherfucker that can understand this, and I'm going to say it in one language, about how he feels about me as a man, as a wrestler. Who gives a fuck? I don't.
All right.
By him going out, saying I don't like him or I never respect, I don't give a fuck. Dude, I am about to turn 47 years old. You understand? I didn't start this business when I was 30. Do you really think I gave a fuck about these motherfuckers in a locker room over some shit that wasn't even fucking real? It wasn't nothing but a fucking job? And if you had a problem with me, you wait to 13 years later to come out and start talking about it? Honest to God, do you really think I give a fuck? Honestly. I mean, I do sound like I care a little bit, don't I? Right.
Right.
I ain't lost a fucking bit of sleep over that bullshit when I contacted you, because when I heard the shit was on some little fucking internet blog, talk show, radio, whatever the fuck show, I'm like, I don't even know these people. I don't know, what made him do it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck why he did do it. I mean, I got niggas that I've been running with all my motherfucking life who I've been around, like, over the last couple of years. And don't none of them know about nobody that I wrestle with, because these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying, we sitting around the table the other night, we chopping this shit up, and motherfuckers are like, so Jack, Drawn, what you gonna do with whatever, how's the reality show coming on, and this and that, yada, 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 you know what I'm saying? So, it's like shit that I'm doing now, business-wise, that means something to me, whereas because I held on to the name New Jack, now I got another 10 or 20 years of my life waiting on me around the fucking corner that's gonna fucking pay me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ain't worried about this shit. But by these motherfuckers just all of a sudden just start coming out and don't like me, or, step to me, or don't step to me, just go on a fucking internet radio show to say, well, I never respect him as a man. Dude, I don't give a flying fuck.
No.
It was like, we was in fucking ECW. It was, when I, 95, 96, we first went there. Ryan Pillman goes out to the ring and cuts his promo. I think he was doing an angle with Rob. It had nothing to do with me. And Brian goes out to the ring, and for some ungodly reason, Brian decides to refer to me and Mustafa as them two niggas in the locker room think they tough. Now, it wasn't my fault that Brian was in a wheelchair.
Right.
That wasn't my fault. All I thought was a white boy called me a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck how bad you think you are. I don't give a fuck where you come from. I don't give a fuck what kind of karate you done took. I don't give a fuck who's your best friend. I don't give a fuck about none of it. But if you think that you that fucking tough to be a white boy and call me a nigga, and I'm in your fucking presence or in your goddamn reachable, then, bro, it's going to have to be dealt with, because that's some shit I don't put up with from no white boy, nowhere. You ain't going to call me no fucking nigga. And I don't say something or do something about it. It don't work like that. And then the word comes back to me. You know, Jay Ross said something about, he thought about coming to you, smacking you like he smacked Taz that night, and Taz didn't do nothing back. I said the difference would have been different. The outcome would have been a lot different. I said, but it's funny. I said, it's funny how you can say all this old stupid ass bullshit. You know what I mean? To whoever the fuck. But I'm like, dude, all that's beside the point. That was. Look how long ago that was.
Right.
This shit happened like back in the mid-90s. It's almost said 3,000. It's almost 2010. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, who gives a fuck?
Why do you think it took him so long to even start talking about you?
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I just found out that the little motherfucker that runs that WrestleZone thing is this kid, Chris Cash.
Right.
And he went on the radio one time. He wanted me to do this interview with him. And this is when I was totally against doing interviews with Marks. Because that's what he was. He's living out in Texas in his mama fucking basement. He was a fucking Mark. Right. And I allowed him to do an interview with me. Mm-hmm. And he said, New Jack, can I call you the N-word? That was his exact word. He said, I think it'll really be over on the radio. I said, for you to call me a nigga? He said, no, I was never going to say nigga. I was going to say the N-word, like, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck you think nigga is? You know? So what he did, probably, you know, they done got this little fucking internet thingy going on. I don't fucking know how big it is. I don't give a fuck. It's on the internet. I mean, there's more people watch the fucking Food Channel and listen to this bullshit. So who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you get more viewers that watch cable access than listen to this shit on the internet /bash radio /wrestle.zone.fuckyourmama.com. So who gives a fuck? And they're like, well, you know, Vince said that he was the biggest. I said, I don't give a fuck what Vince said. I don't give a fuck what none of them said. I said, nigga, this the internet. It ain't like it's even on TV. They ain't even got TV. It's, you know what? It's something for a bunch of fucking marks. Just sit back and jack off too. It don't mean shit else, bro. It don't mean nothing. I swear to God, it don't mean nothing. And I'm just like, you know what? He was the one behind, you know, the puppet string, you know, the pulling of the strings for this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because of the shit that happened with me and that little rubberhead motherfucker years ago. But dude, like I said, I'm just saying, at this point in my life, don't none of that shit mean nothing to me. None of it. Mm-hmm. Honest to God, none of it, bro. I mean, you know, I got, you know, I started back, I went back. You know, I got bored. I got a couple of appearances coming up. I'll go and make. You know, do this like, you know, little shit, whatever. You know, we want to get in the ring. Yeah, you come to me and let me pop you upside the head. And then you go over there and come back to me and let me hit you again. But I ain't going to be in the ring running around. I ain't diving off shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just some easy shit, easy money. Hey, Jack, good to see you. Get the fuck on. That's it. You know, but ain't nobody trying to get back into this shit and go on the road and be all fucked up, bro. I mean, I'm on so many motherfucking pain pills and goddamn crazy, goofy shit and getting shocked, brain treatment and shocked and all kind of shit and plugs stuck up my butt and in my nose and all kind of like, man, fuck this shit, man. I ain't doing this motherfucking shit no more. So I'm like, what you talking about is the shit that half of the motherfuckers that listen to it probably had a computer about 4 years, but they probably been like about 8 or 9 years old, so who gives a fuck? I mean, honest to God, who fucking cares about... Now, okay, let me think. If I had to be upset or pissed off about somebody not caring or had a problem with me, back in the day with ECW, it would have or could have been Paulie. But I'm going to tell you where I squashed that at. When I showed up at the Terry Funk Bank with me and Anthony from Pitbull, and we had snorted damn near a kilo that day, and I got up there to cut a fucking promo in Terry Funk's behalf, and Thomas Dreamer said, Jack, 3 minutes, no cursing. And 28 minutes later, I was still up there saying that, motherfucker, this ass fuck my bitch. And I'm like, and Paulie, y'all big ass motherfucker, I know you don't like me, and I don't like you either. And he looked at me like, ho, buddy. Woo-hoo, Jack, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And dude, right after that, that's when me and Mustafa probably did a job like every night for like the next 3 months. And that's when I started diving off of shit. I was just thought, look, I got to make these motherfuckers get weed and beat up every night. I said, well, I'm just going to start taking flight. And then it got, so you know what I'm saying? But I mean, dude, it was back then, and my whole point is, that would have been the only motherfucker that I cared about because his name was the one on my check.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, so if I went at him like that, then what you think I give a fuck about somebody in the locker room? I mean, well, seriously, in the locker room that's got a problem with me and that has seen me and that has been in the dressing room with me since then. And here it is some 13, 14 years later, it comes out.
Right.
Okay, I can't wrestle. So, when I was on the road with Ricky and Robert and Tracy Smothers and Dirty White Boy and Bob Armstrong with Smoking Mountain, I wrestled because they taught me how to. When I got DCW police, I don't want to see that shit. I want to see you go out there and cut the food. But understand something. There we go again with the 3-ring circles. That was my job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when it comes down to it, if I can't wrestle, he can't wrestle. And can't nobody else in that locker room fucking wrestle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, a legit wrestler would be, and I ain't know this because I don't even know the little bitty motherfucker. Well, a legit fucking wrestler to me would be Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dan Severn. They wrestle. They know how to wrestle.
Right. I mean, it wouldn't have made much sense for the gangsters to come out there with the music blaring and the shopping cart full of weapons, and then you guys start wrestling like Dean Malenko.
Dude, I would have got stoned. Everybody took their shoes off and started throwing their shoes at us. You know what I mean? It would have been horseshoes just coming out of the bag, just tearing out. You know what I mean? We'd have been dead.
Right.
Me and Thomas Remy tried that shit one night, and we thought that shit was funny as hell. Thomas said, Jack, I'm going to come to the ring, the grocery spot, whatever. He said, and then we just going to stop and going to lock up. And we stopped and locked up, snatched Thomas in the head, he shot me off shoulder, dropped down, fucking reversed the hip toss, arm drag. I jumped up, I said, shit, I'm blowed the fuck up. I slid out the ring, and it was almost like I pointed the music out like this maestro, hit my motherfucking music, and then we started doing the weapons. And I was like, fuck that shit, man, I'm tired of motherfucker already. I said, y'all kiss my ass, and that shit. And then Thomas said, but Jack, we can take a rest hold. He said, doing this fucking around the ring shit, you won't never take a rest hold. I said, well, I tell you what, run to the back then. I'm more comfortable doing this. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, bro, like I said, it all goes back to, it was just a 3-ring fucking circus. Everybody did their own fucking thing. And everybody got paid. Mm-hmm. So why he waited 16, 13, whatever fucking years later to pull my name out, I don't know. And I don't give a fuck why he did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck why he did it.
Now, actually, in the same interview, which I thought was kind of bizarre, later on, after he talked about you, he said that he respects Chris Benoit. And it's just very bizarre that he would say he doesn't respect you as a person. And then later on, he would say that he respected Chris Benoit, who you know.
And you know what? I can very well understand that. I can understand you respecting the motherfucker that choked his wife to death and murdered his fucking whole family and then bitch killed himself by putting a fucking towel around his neck and then putting a rope around the towel just in case, you know, it didn't kill him so he wouldn't have a fucking burn mark on his neck. You know what? I can understand that. That makes sense. You know. I don't respect nothing else, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? All Chris did was just kill his family. I mean, what the fuck? But other than that, he was a good wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, you know what? It goes back to, I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with no racial shit. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's just, this is a part of this business where it becomes funny when you just decide that you just want to start talking about motherfuckers just because you have a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Or, you know, is it like what? I ain't gonna say nothing back? I'll be damned.
You think you thought that maybe you would reply? Maybe that was, you know, he thought.
Dude, hold on. As soon as I listened to it, I was like, the first person came in mind was you.
Awesome.
You the first one came to mind. But I think it was a toss-up between you and Mike Trash. Because I've done more with Mike than I had with anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you know, it was right there on the table. I had wrote down your name and I wrote down Mike's first name, and you got back in touch with me first. That's what it was.
Excellent.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it can be ignored. I don't think we can ignore the fact that Rob's trying to sell DVDs now.
Well, dude, you know what? I mean, if he's trying to sell them, I mean, God bless him. Because, I mean, you know what? I done talked about Bubba and Devon. I done talked about everybody. And I done talked about them motherfuckers more than I have any 20 people combined. And I just saw them in fucking, somewhere fucking up in Pennsylvania a few months ago. And I walked by Bubba. He's like, come here, Jack. I'm like, what's up, Bubba? And me and him started talking and bullshit, and Devon, I ran up behind him and grabbed him and around the neck and shit. I'm like, what's up? And we sit there and started talking, but everybody, even the boys, were like, I thought y'all didn't like each other. I said, man, look. I said, regardless of whatever motherfuckers want to say, you know, you're entitled to what the fuck you want to say. You're entitled to do what you want to do. But I still give credit what credit's motherfucking due. There are matches that I did with them boys. Me and Mustafa and me and Connors and me and Spike and me and whoever did with them boys that you cannot duplicate. I don't give a fuck what you do or what you say. You can't duplicate it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was heat at first after some personal shit, but then it just became like just some funny shit. And I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Some of my best DVDs, my best selling DVDs, I'm talking about them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, do the motherfucking math. I might be a nigga, as a lot of y'all might say, but I'm far from a dumb one. You know what I mean? I am far from a fucking dumb one. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, with this shit here, but like I said, I mean, you know, I don't cater to this fucking business. I mean, I'm still around it just a little bit because I want to be, but trust me, when my shit hits the fucking air, and the only motherfucker that's concerned with that that has any control over that shit is the network, my agent, and me. These motherfuckers that suck my dick. That's why I said, you know what? He might not like me now, but I might get in touch with my people like they say. My folk will call your folk and be a guest on my show. You ain't mad no more. You know, man, fuck that shit. Thanks for the check. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shut the fuck up. I mean, dude, come on.
Right.
Come on. You know, I mean, who gives a fuck? Really? And that's why I said I don't care. Just for the record. When he said this shit, you know, I was just like, okay, well, do I hire somebody to write me a speech, or do I just say what the fuck I want to say, like I've always done? Well, let me call somebody and just say what the fuck I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just like, I mean, dude, that's what the fuck it is. You know? And I don't know why. And I don't give a fuck at this point if he does it again and again and again because he has that right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't got to explain this shit. Fuck this shit. Just like I said, bro. If the motherfucker don't like me, so fucking what? So fucking what? Waste your energy on some shit positive and get that negative shit out your fucking mind. So fucking what? For everybody that I have worked with, past, present, and future, that don't like me, so fucking what? So what?
Also in that interview, he said that Paul Heyman would treat him and Sabu differently because they would treat those two guys like they were the major stars. Did you see that when you guys were in ECW? That Heyman would treat Sabu and RVD differently?
Like they were the major stars?
Yeah, that's what RVD also said in the interview.
It could be true, but I'm probably in the bathroom. I was probably in the bathroom taking a shit or something like that, or snorting coke or something. That's why I was probably in the bathroom. So I never saw that. So you know what I mean? Because I mean, bro, one thing I did learn about this business, if I ain't learned nothing else, if your motherfucking ass drop dead today, the show will go on tomorrow.
Have you talked to Paul Heyman recently?
Personally, no. By way of, yeah.
Yeah. Would you do anything with him in, like, the Heyman Hustle?
Wait a minute. You talking about the internet thing he got?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me and Paulie talking shit together, yeah.
That'd be pretty good stuff.
Dude, let me tell you something. I ain't mad at that motherfucker. Dude, this shit was just all something to make some money. I ain't mad at nobody. I ain't mad at in this fucking business, I ain't mad at nobody. This was just some shit for us to go out there and do, bro, to get paid. You get more aggravated with motherfuckers on the indie circuit that ain't making but $20 just to go out there and do dumb shit. But I mean, these are all motherfuckers that's, they're like known all over the motherfucking world. I ain't mad at nobody because I was a part of that group. We was part of an elite motherfucking group. So all that personal shit that you got carry on, you drop it, bro. Treat it like a fat bitch. Drop it. You know what I mean? I got to be worried about this shit, but would I do something with him if it's business? Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck that. Nobody got time for that shit, man.
You said about your reality show, what's going on with that?
You know what? I shouldn't even say it in there, but I was sitting there again, and I just some shit. The dude in the wheelchair, and the girl started tongue kissing it. I had to say something to get my mind off of it, and then they got up and left. So right now, I'm picturing her riding down the street, and she got him upside down in her lap. He probably eating a pussy. So I don't fucking know, man. It fucked my head up so bad. I was just like, oh God, please just stop. But there's some shit going down. When it goes down, you will see it. Trust me. And because of that, I'm living the way I am now. So fuck them. But dude, that was the nastiest shit in the world, man. Bloody was chopped up from the knees down with nothing. And they was sitting there just tonguing, and he was rubbing her shoulder and playing with her titty, man. And then she just like jumped up and said, oh, and threw her hair back and like, yo, and rolled him out this motherfucker. And you get chill like this, and clang. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm picturing right now, and she probably got that little stubbled motherfucker in her lap, riding on the highway, upside down, eating her pussy. Good God Almighty. Oh my God. Oh God. I need fucking therapy. I need.
Were you saying, Incher?
This is some new neighborhood.
I need therapy. I swear to God, I need fucking help.
There are people that's been trying to call in. Do you want us to take any phone calls?
I don't care.
Alright. Anybody wants to call in, you can call in. I wasn't taking them earlier, but if you want to call in and ask New Jack a question, go for it. We got Jai on the line.
Hello.
Jai, you got a question?
My question is, if you were younger, would you go into the MMA instead of wrestling?
Honestly, if I was younger, if it would have been what it is now, yeah. Yeah, I would have. Would I do it now? Fuck no. I'll be 47 my next birthday. Hell no, that shit hurts.
Did you see Brock Lesnar play?
Huh?
Did you see Brock Lesnar win?
Did he win?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it, man. I've been like in the process, like, moving a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So if the shit just happened this past weekend, I was not stable. But if he won, God bless him.
That's pretty good.
What I did see on MMA, when the dude, he was trying to tap out and the referee wouldn't, like, okay, motherfucker, that ain't leg is almost hyperextended. And then Brock was like, I was tapping out. What the fuck? And he got up and punched the wall. And I was like, well, I don't understand why. He was saying, ow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? But I'm glad he won. I mean, I ain't no fan of the motherfucker, but I mean, hey, if he won, I'm glad. Because, I mean, I've seen a couple of his little things he did, and that motherfucker go at you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He come at you. I ain't bullshit. He comes at you, bro. And if I had to be in there with him with that shit, as soon as he came at me, I either go down up on the nutsack and pull that knife out and just get the cutting and screaming. I didn't want to be in here in the first place. Y'all was going to put me in this shit. I told you I ain't doing the shit where it's fake. I'm like, Ron, wait a minute. And I'd have hit the kid. I'd have butt ass niggas running through the fucking crowd just screaming, "Wait a car, nigga, wait a car." Fuck that shit, man. Oh, crazy. Ain't nobody know, but I ain't do no MMA shit. I mean, I know motherfuckers that do it. I got a cousin that does it. I mean, he's up and coming, you know what I'm saying? Little dude, cause a pain freak. He's a little lightweight, but he does it. And Chili Whittle them be doing that shit. And Chili was like, Jay, you ever got a problem with a motherfucker, man? Just call me. Well, see, Chili, he can do that. Goddamn, I got to wake up in the morning and think about which foot to put on the ground first. Because I'm hurting so fucking bad, you know what I mean? So I'm telling you now, I ain't about to fight your ass, but I'll cut the fuck out you and hit the nearest exit.
Shit, man. Dark Prince is on the line.
Hey, hello.
Hello. You're on with New Jack.
Jack.
What's that, man?
How's it going? What's up, New Jack?
What's going on, baby?
It's all good in the hood, man. I've been the biggest fan, and in the last decade or so, I can say, straight up.
Thank you, bro.
Everywhere you go, I even be on your MySpace page.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know I be on that. Speaking of his New Jack Uncut, for those of you that's listening and got that motherfucker, I just got that goddamn G1 phone. I want to throw that bitch out a fucking window. That's like the fucking computer chip, the goddamn space shuttle. I hate that fucking thing. Dude, I hate that thing. But for those of you that do got MySpace, I'm New Jack Uncut. And just send me the shit. But, bro, I appreciate you calling, man. You know what I'm saying? Number love.
Does that sheriff ever call you, giving out the number? Has that sheriff ever gotten mad that you've been giving out his number?
That what sheriff?
There's been a few times on MySpace you give out a number to call, and I have called.
Oh, no. You know what? That's actually the Fulton County Jail. And for some reason, dumb bitches, bitches be like, hey, New Jack, can I have your phone number? I be like, sure, baby. Call me at this number. And it's funny, I've been locked up so many times, the fucking number I heard is 448532001, and that's a number to the Fulton County Jail. And motherfucker be like, and people be so stupid, be like, Jack, you in jail? I'm like, yeah, and I got a laptop, you simple-minded motherfucker. No, I ain't in no fucking jail. But yeah, bro, that's the number to the Fulton County Jail. And I get that bitch out. Sure do.
Yeah, check it out. I got 3 really quick questions. I promise I won't take a lot of your time. But if you've already answered this is my bad because I'm just now tuning in. So check it out. My first question, I really got to know, what do you think about these guys that's trying to fight your style, or you can tell they're copying you, like kind of like these Puerto Rican and black tag teams like LAX and Crime Time?
Dude, if they getting a check, I wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, you can only be so as creative as your mind allow you to be. If they getting paid for it, I ain't mad at them. Because the only way for them to bite my shit is they had to watch me. So at least I know they paid me some fucking attention. So I ain't mad at none of them. I mean, for what? It ain't nothing but a fucking job.
True that. Okay, and then this is the other question. This is something I always wanted to know. What was the deal with TNA? Why did they drop you like they did?
I quit.
Oh.
Jeff Jarrett got mad at me because he said I wasn't listening, I wouldn't cooperate. So I said, okay. Like the old USWA, it's the Jeff Jarrett show. I'm like, fuck it. Did you give Bill Barron my check? He said, Jack, you just don't want to cooperate with us. I said, I don't care. I said, thanks for putting back on. I said, thanks for putting back on TV, man. See you later.
It was in Nashville. There were 2 things I thought got over, but they just dropped it like a hot potato. That was at first the hard 10 competition. I was feeling that every week. You was, advancing up in the tournament. I was feeling that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was you took the most unlikable motherfucker and got him over, and that was Shark Boy. I like
Dude, Shark Boy. Shark Boy was my cat, man. You know what? And I mean, honest to God, it ain't like no gay shit, but I love that little kid to death, man. Because I think out of all that silly shit we did, I think the one thing that stood out the most when he was trying to get me to get in that pool. He was outside in the back in a fucking little baby swimming pool. He said, Jack, come on, get in the pool with me. I said, Sharp Boy, you know black people and white people don't do water good. I said, last time y'all got us in the water, you see what you did to us. You told us we was going on a goddamn cruise and you took us from Africa. I said, fuck that shit, I ain't getting no water with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was like, just like, oh, God, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I said, we don't do water good, whips or chains. I'm like, fuck all that freaking shit, bitch. Call me Coach McKee in your ass. No, man. But I mean, it was all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was all good, man.
Yeah. And then this is my last question. All right. I'm out here in the Midwest. So I never actually seen you in action before, so I was just wondering. I know you spent a lot of time at the old ECW arena, and I know you down in L.A. when they did the XPW reunion. I was just wondering, when you all ever hit, like, Chi-Town or St. Louis or somewhere in between?
To do what?
The real show.
Dude, I'm not trying to get in the ring and do that. I ain't trying to get in the ring and do that shit no more.
Wait, you gonna do autograph signing, whatever it takes.
Well, I might do some easy shit, but I mean, I'm not coming to Chicago to not remember I was there. I gotta come in there and hit upside my fucking head just for somebody else to be happy and I go on confused. Hell no. I come up there. If your mama and them having a cookout, invite me, I'll come to it.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to
my head just to make your ass happy. Go on New Jack Uncut and buy a goddamn DVD. I ain't gonna get beat up for you to be happy.
Imagine taking a New Jack home to meet your mom.
Hey, hello?
Thanks for calling in, friends.
All right, thanks a lot.
We get Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Brandon?
Hey, I was wondering, did you ever get in contact with WWE to work for them?
I went down, I think it was like October. It was in 04. And we talked and we couldn't agree on some shit, so it kind of went belly up. And I was like, oh well, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wasn't mad. I mean, you know, just that it was some shit that I just wasn't gonna say yes to, and they wasn't gonna say no to. I'm like, well, thanks for the free trip, nigga. You know what I mean? So I just like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was basically that, bro. And the rest was his story.
All right. Thanks, Brandon. Spec Son.
Hello, Jack. It's a pleasure speaking with you, New Jack.
All right, man.
All right, man, I got two quick questions for you. The first one is, I was a big fan of your old website that you had a few years back, and I remember you had a section where you would talk about all the rats and whatnot that you I don't know, you experienced with, but...
No, I know that. You know, it was a section on this Yahoo MySpace, Yahoo thing I had. It was called The Rats in the Holes. Mm-hmm. And I would talk about all the nasty shit that a lot of these nasty bitches have done. And I have them on there by name. I had them in categories. You know what I'm saying? And to me, the shit was funny. And it stayed funny until I started getting calls from the local police department. And I was like, well, maybe I'll take this. They said, it's a misdemeanor, nigga, but you won't come to town one day. I'm like, well, you know what, Mr. Funny Man? I just believe it, so shut the fuck up. Ain't you stupid?
And my second question for you, New Jack, is
Get it out. Like, hit him on the back of the head. So he's like he was clapping and mixing. Am I?
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. My second question is, I remember looking at your the hardcore DVD that Holly Mood Entertainment brought out for you, and I enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty insightful. Has your opinion changed about Missy Hyatt since that DVD was made?
No, Missy Hyatt with me, man. I mean, you know, I ain't kissing makeup with her, but I mean, you know, me and Missy Hyatt, I mean, you know, I don't talk what I started. I talk bad about her, she talk bad about me. But I mean, bro, I ain't mad at nobody in this business. You know what I mean? None of them. A lot of the time, I would say shit about people, I'd just make it up. Then a lot of times, I didn't make it up. Then a lot of times, they'd be like, Jack, will you make up something else, or what you about to say is really true? You know what I'm saying? But I'd just be like, nah, man, you know, it happened. So it ain't my fault it happened. Nasty bitch. So, you know, but no, me and Missy, I mean, I ain't gonna say we cool, but, you know, if I saw her, she wouldn't have to duck. Or, you know, I'd walk up to her and hug her like I did back in May when I saw her, that little autograph signing thing. You know what I mean? She was like, hey, no, Jack, hey, baby, come here, baby. You know, and so we cool, man. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, it was just all a part of just being in the business. People gonna talk about it. I don't give a fuck. If I came out to the ring dressed like Black Jesus, with a halo on and some wings and kissing white babies, it'd be some motherfucker in the audience saying, look at that goddamn nigga. I can't stand it. You know what I mean? So that's just the way it is, man. So, I mean, you know, I got to the point where, you know, a like it goes back to the whole the thing I just said. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? For those that like me, fuck them. For those that don't, fuck them. And for everybody that's listening to this show, bro, I appreciate you calling me, but I got a show to do in 1 minute.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for calling in. We want to thank New Jack for coming on tonight. And everybody go over to InYourHeadOnline.com and buy the Duckman CD that has, it's got a New Jack track on it. It's only $6.
Right on. Hey, thanks again, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good show.
And just for the record, if they don't like me, so fucking what? Later, man.
See you, man.
Hey, this is Spike Dudley. You're listening to InYourHeadOnline.com. Stay extreme.